Rise and grind, sexy man. Rise and grind. How's my Lindy doing? Talk to me, baby. Oh, dude, now I have two people to talk to. It's even better.
My Dawn Warrior soloed Vihilla in 20 minutes.
Nice. Your Dawn Warrior OP. It's better than my Dawn Warrior.
Even after I boomed everything, it was 20 minutes.
Bro, your Dawn Warrior is stronger than my Dawn Warrior, even after you boomed everything. You know, you're stronger than me. Listen, don't let him tell you that he's weak. His Dawn Warrior is stronger than mine. My Dawn Warrior is my man. I don't know if I fully believe that statement, but like it's close enough to fully believing that statement. I just haven't decided to solo everything, so I don't know what time I'm on compared to his Dawn Warrior now. How long does it take you to do H Lucid?
Dawn Warrior?
Yeah.
If I Origin P1, I only ever see 3 Origins in the entire fight.
Okay, I'm stronger than you by a landslide.
I'm just saying, if I go in solo, right, with no G skills. Okay, I haven't tried with G skills, Lux.
Yeah.
Like
even
with
without G skills,
with just Legion Might Green Pot, if I pop Origin in P1, I end up using 1 Origin in P2, and I might not even see the third one. It depends if I want to save for the third Origin so I can burst out of P3 safer.
Yeah, if I'm just 3, if I'm just using like green pot and red pot and like that's pretty much it, I get out of P2 after my first burst, and then it takes me an Origin burst and a 90-second burst to get out of P3. Sometimes, if I'm fucking up my Origin burst, it'll take me 2 bursts to get out of P3. So it's only 3 bursts in total.
Would it be bad if out of tilt I popped a black heart so I could solo Will with not having to worry about webs? Because I've gotten 2 black hearts in 2 weeks.
You got 2 black hearts in 2 weeks. I wouldn't say that's
that's my 5th total black heart that I own, you know.
I mean, if you want somebody that's gonna like, never mind, I can't help you right now. I have literally like 6 hours of grinding I have to do. I can't help you right now. Richie said Black Mage is not gonna happen until Reset Plus 2. I fucking knew it. Like, what?
Well, his post, he said, "Are we good for reset?"
I know. I asked him last night. I'm like, so it's reset, right? Or is it like Reset Plus 2 like last month? He's like, it's Reset Plus 2. I'm like,
look at what he typed.
That means my hands are tied if we don't immediately, like the moment we finish this.
No, that means if we wanted to, we do Saren at reset, and then we wait for G skills, and then it's BM.
But you'd have to message him about that.
And if that's not the case, then we can only do Saren tomorrow.
Yeah, we're not able to do it today because of my party, unless you guys want to be up at Reset Plus fucking 4. Which I'm sure nobody wants to be up at Reset Plus 4 because that's really late to do a boss.
I did not end up sleeping last night. I hopped off. I went to try and lie down. I was sat in bed on YouTube for 5 hours. That's why I'm here.
I get that. That's me every night.
I just want to say I would prefer not
we got
to
everything
be
done early.
Up at that time. I can even hold off on running, you know, there until tomorrow, but
I'm so upset that he said the BM was at Reset Plus 2 because his post says reset, and like you and me were talking about it not yesterday but the day before with my times, and I was like, dude, if it's at reset, then we could run Saren in the 3 hour span, and then I could just go and slam Kalos to the ground. Like, no biggie. And you and me were even talking about that with him here. Yeah.
Yep, and there's no denying it. So
Yo, Zach, can you log into my home dice for rolling down duty at least for me?
bro, that's painful.
What do you mean? It takes like 2 minutes. I've just been on this rise and grind bullshit where I literally don't make time for myself to do anything other than grind. Yeah, Zach, do you want a kiss? I want a kiss. Nice. Are you 280 already?
And
Zach, he
he's
is
a
now
whole
past you.
9% on me.
Yep, he is now past you. I know you were 60% yesterday.
I'm 59.7.
Yeah, well, I mean, we may as well
Basically
just say
60.
60%. That's what I remember, is you were at 60%.
All you need to know is that I did the math on that Everything EXP site, and if I grind 4 hours a day for the next 7 days, I'm 280 on the 19th.
I'm, do we know when these Minar Picnic rewards are gonna go? Is it the end of April?
Yeah, April 30th is the last day of the event, but knowing them, the event shop will be open for a little bit longer afterwards.
Well, then I don't care about the event shop. I care about the.
You will not be able to claim from the pass after April 30th, so you want to claim on the 29th or 30th
Okay.
for the symbols.
Rise and grind, daddy.
I'm just gonna. Do I?
I've already put in now a half hour. Let me talk to my bitch.
Yeah, let's swap to resistance
Takano.
link. I almost got a P1 without dying. Then I got Golem.
Will?
Lucid. And then the Golem
Gotta
showed
get
up behind me like the casting couch.
Hey!
Lucid summoned a powerful monster. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Iframe. Get rid of butterflies now.
The fact that I have to pop 8 things every single time that I want to, like, you know, fucking. I have to pop so much stuff, Zach. Why do I have so many fucking buffs ticking? Because I got a fucking Legion Wealth because I bought all those out. And then I have MVP, VIP, EXP accumulation potion, WAP, and then a fucking 2x coupon that I have to pop every single time.
Because I misclicked, I have to early pop Cosmos.
Oh, what'd you do?
I hit AB when I meant to hit my Cygnus. Because my Cygnus, Maple Warrior, they're on the same, like close to each other.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Yeah, I have 8 left. Yep, 8 personals left. I think I'm gonna run through all 8 of those today, though. I think the issue is, before I run through all 8 of those today, I need to go and make more EAPs, EXP accumulation potions. I don't have enough EAPs made in order to do all 8. But the fact that I actually have to make EAPs is so weird. Because there for the longest time I had like 60 of them. And I've just been like popping 1 EAP and a EXP coupon for dailies every day. And then now I'm like actively grinding, and I wish that I didn't do all that, popping EAPs every day. But like now I have the Threads of Fate, so I'm not worried about it anymore.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask somebody this. Would you rather spend 20 minutes doing HV Hilla for 500 mil, or 6 minutes doing NV Hilla for 450 mil? On a non-main.
On a non-main, but like, is this a character that's gonna progress?
It's like 50 mil more Meso for like 9 more minutes of my time, and I have to actually like play well.
Well, here's the thing, right? It doesn't just go down to that, because if you get a sauce, you're fucking getting it to 21, right? Like
No,
it's
the
just
character who gets it is only going to see 20 at most on it. Actually, might not even see 20 because it's my Dawn Warrior.
yeah.
I'd want to 21 a sub pendant for myself first, and then go for the sauce, or just wear the sauce straight up as like a 17 sauce because it's better than Dominators at a 20 star.
So I mean, it's just an upgrade, right? So,
but the
the
issue
thing is,
is,
do you value upgrades on the Dawn Warrior at all?
The big
That's
issue
the real
here is
question.
less of like the value of, you know, do I think the Dawn Warrior getting a sauce as an upgrade is good, and more so the amount of time it takes for that upgrade to occur is a good chunk.
Yeah, but here's the thing: do you want to bank on it, like potentially happening every week, or do you just want to get the 50 mil? That's that. It's not the time that you have to weigh out, right? Because yes, there is time, but it's mostly the fact that you're getting better ring boxes potentially. You're getting better chances at arcanes potentially, but that's all based off of if you're gonna make upgrades. So and then there's that chance at your Dawn Warrior actually making an upgrade. So you could take 50 mil less for 9 minutes less, and less of a chance of getting arcanes, and less of a chance of making an upgrade, ring wise, etc. Those are what you're comparing. It's yeah, I know
Also
it's
with
time,
the
but it's like,
Hilla, I have to pop like full buffs for hard. With normal, I literally can just go green pot.
I know, but it's like, do you want to save time for a little bit less meso,
And it's
or do you
like
want to
I can
potentially
also
make upgrades?
get a daybreak from normal, same with arcanes, right? So it's not like I'm
Mhm.
missing out on those drops, it's just the sauce
They're
drop. And the
just
ring box is 1 to 4 still.
yeah, but there's significantly less of a chance
There's a
for
lower
arcanes.
chance of a sauce dropping than there is of me getting a daybreak from normal.
Yeah.
And if I get a daybreak, I get my Dawn boss bonus back. I can get my boss back for that.
Oh, I mean,
But it's like
I think it's the dealer's choice. If you don't care about the 50 mil and you don't care about the time investment, then do the normal mode.
it's because like if I want Meso, I'm better off, you know,
Just
I was
doing
in
hard.
frame. No, if I want the Meso, it's better off doing normal because the normal's more time efficient. I can do more bosses.
Yeah, but
I
like,
kill normal, which means I can go do my other boss meals if I really wanted to. You know,
do
because
you
there's more
do
time
all of your
available.
boss meals every week?
I have like 10 CRA meals that just sit there. I literally have 7 characters, if you include my main, that can do like N slime upwards, but they're like, you know, time consuming. And then 10 characters that kill CRA and Akechi if they want to that week, and that's it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's up to you.
I look at it and I'm like, yeah, the sauce is nice, but like I'm not, you know, at a point where if I get it on the Dawn Warrior, you know, I wouldn't be able to actively make use of it because I'm not doing Arcarium daily. I'm not doing Golux daily, you know? I can't transfer into it.
Yeah, I get that.
If I don't have the stuff to transfer into it, how can I even use the item itself? Right?
Oh, just be one of those liquor dogs that straight taps it to 22.
Listen, we already know somebody in this Discord is gonna do that. And it's not gonna go 22, it's gonna boom. And we're all gonna be like sitting there like, we knew it was gonna happen.
bro, what's gonna happen to that person is they're gonna be like, man, I should just tempt it, right? And you just go for 19 so that it's fully better than my Dominator, and then it's gonna boom. You know, look what he did with his arcane weapon.
No.
I think it's stupid, and I will never condone pushing your arcane weapon past 18 when Liberation is very, very well in sight nowadays. You hear me, Andy? Don't you dare push your arcane weapon past 18. Some might even say don't you dare push it past 17, but I think 18 is okay.
I'm gonna be real with you. If you have a ton of weapons laying around and you have no other items to Star Force and you're still like in the waiting room, but you want that damage to push a new boss, it's not a bad choice. But
Alan was not. There is no way that Alan was in the waiting room.
He wasn't pushing any new bosses with that weapon.
Yeah, you know what he did? He pushed Colbert by a few hundred. Oh, that's crazy.
Also, with that being said, when having the weapon, it didn't help him push new bosses, and he completely neglected easier to Star Force items like Dominators and Golux and Kana Rings.
No. That's why my first, like literally, you could look at like my first 21s and 22s, right? They were all like reinforced earrings, pink bean belts, Dominators, sauce and Sweetwater, or not Sweetwater, sauce and sup. You know, like those are like my first set of stuff, and then I magically got 22 on a fucking Twilight Mark because I had fucking 12 copies sitting in my inventory that I just deleted. Like,
God damn it.
you know,
I hate you, stupid butterfly.
like I went the upgrade route of least resistance, where I'm not like ever needing to think about booming the item or not. And every time that I transferred into something, I transferred in and made sure that it was a spare that I transferred into. I didn't ever transfer into something that I was actively using. That's why up until the other day, I had a 17-star Sweetwater, or sorry, 17-star Superior pendant with 30% strength and 17-star fucking Superior earring and all this other shit. Because I chose the path of least resistance. Because I'm not dealing with the shit that I've seen people deal with booming and booming and booming and booming. And then that's why I told the Nightwalker that I like gave advice to. I was like, if you're feeling really risky, only if you're feeling really risky, you could tap it from 21 to 22 to Superior. But just know that if it booms or you go down a star, you are technically worse off than having a 22 Meister. Like that is just you gotta know that once you like lose that star, you are worse off. And then he was like, oh, okay, so what happens if I just keep trying to get it back? Like the moment you boom that Superior, you lose your 4 set, which is IED and boss damage, which as a Nightwalker you kind of need that stuff for some of the bosses that he's pushing. And now he has another 22 Meister. Some people just don't fucking struggle with getting 22 fodders. Right? And he's like, oh, in 3 days, so after Archaelos from him, he's gonna have enough to buy another Superior. He's like, I'm gonna tap it from 21 and go in 22 again and see if it happens. And I'm like, so you're gonna make the same exact fucking mistake, or you're gonna hit and it's just gonna be out of pure fucking like go fuck yourself energy.
I phase this, please. Let's go. That should be enough, right? She's not dead yet, right? Right?
I would. He's probably dead.
We didn't see the, boss defeated, and then I didn't have a pop-up saying what my reward was, so I definitely didn't kill it Dark Souls style.
Oh, you didn't hear?
Yeah, like the gate behind her didn't open, so how do I know where the next area is?
Oh no, Zach, the gate's closing. Means you defeated the dungeon boss.
Alright. I don't have a familiar on. I have a familiar on. Ready?
Yeah. Bring me that right here.
No. Not allowed. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That is the third pitch that I've called this week.
Fuck you. Oh, I really hate you some days. Remember when you called my Zerk?
I know.
On the Dawn
Remember,
Warrior?
So I'm gonna tell you this. In my head, I was calling for Richie's book, right?
Listen,
I never wanted to
need
say
you
it
to
aloud.
understand. I need you to understand. I knew the book was dropping that week too, but that could have been Richie's belt this week. I still haven't ran with him.
Oh no, not my fault that you just get lucky. I mean, that I call things, right?
You know, I closed the stream out of spite because the fact that you called it, you don't get to see me pick it up.
No, don't worry. I know you picked it up.
It's in the inventory.
I know it is. Alright, let me look at it in the inventory really quick.
My
Oh,
Dawn
maybe give me a
Warrior,
little
Lux, my
Is
Dawn
your Dawn
Warrior,
Warrior in 21 superior?
20-star superiors. So hear me out.
Dude, look at that.
Hear me,
It's so
Lux,
beautiful.
hear me out. If I were to get a CFE on my Dawn Warrior, so let me go to Star Force Simulator here, right?
21 CFE and 21 3D belt technically.
Mandate
If you get the 2 and you have a
17,
book,
create.
you can swap out.
That's not what I'm looking for right now.
So,
Oh, Lux.
what's up?
Technically, if I... No, this is gonna sound bad. If I get CFE and belt, right? Already have belt. Both to 18. Because I'm only using a 20-star, you know, Golux, it would be a slight attack decrease, but I would be gaining crit damage and boss, assuming I get a book. So if I was booked, Zerk, belt, earring, I'd be 4 set, and I'd be getting 20 boss. Actually, yeah, belt.
Have you ran Will this week?
I've not.
I need you to put up the stream for Will. I'm feeling it.
I have 8 minutes on G skills. I'm just saying, I could swap at 4 set on my Boss Meal Dawn Warrior if I were to get them to 18.
Yeah. And then 19 is just, you know, extra.
So, hear me out. Earrings. 65 attack on sup earrings, and 110 set, right? 19 star CFE is 107 stat, 59 attack. So it's
And just add that.
three
add
strength.
that frame.
It's 3 strength less, and 6 attack less at 19. So technically,
And add
if
that
I'm
fucking
going,
flame, and you're goaded.
Lux, let's be honest here. This Dawn Warrior, I think we can agree, it's not 20 the belt or 21 the belt. It's 19 the belt, 19 the earring, 19 the ET, or it's like 17 the ET. Let's be honest here.
I think 18. I think you go for
No.
18 on it.
Hear me out, Lux. If I have belt and earring before then, and they're both 19, the ET
Then
stays
it's 17.
17.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. But I'm saying in
But-
general, if you like an ET right now, I think it's like if you could hold an 18 ET, it'd be fine.
Actually, if I get an ET right now, it has to be the 17 Guardian Angel ring.
Which
That's
is
cool.
very, very easy.
So it goes 17, it beats it.
Yeah, but
You
I
see
guess
the
it's
issue here,
17
and
is
it's
the
like,
whole-
and then the slime ring needs to beat out a triple prime all stat, 27% all stat, 20-star Connor ring. Like, for it to beat that out,
Very
that's
hard.
gonna be rough.
It needs to be like 19 or even 20, and then triple.
I would have to 20-star it and 3-line it.
Yeah, and then after that, then you would have to then push your ET to 19 and 3-line it in order to beat out the Connors.
Yeah.
No, it would be 18. It would be an 18.
It's 20 stars, so it's 18 to beat it out. But you got the
be
idea.
a full-on 18 settle. Yeah. I think no matter what, you can settle on an 18 ET though.
I'm actually super annoyed that just happened though. Like, I got a belt. That could have been Richie's belt.
Like, I'm sorry. Listen, Zach. I'm gonna say this right now. No harm, no foul. This doesn't get repeated to anybody. Andy, close your company. But don't repeat this. Like, I know that you're helping Richie, and I get it. But like,
I'm limiting my Meso gains as well as hurting myself and the chance of I'm giving him all the belts, so I'm not getting them when I could use them later on my Lin.
It just, I know it makes sense right now in the moment, but later on it's going to have made more sense for you to have just run on your own, or
you know the Lux, the moment I become a Lin, I'm not running Lucid with Richie anymore because I don't provide him drop rate anymore.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, you could
right
be getting
now,
stuff for yourself. Like, it could help you progress in all aspects of the video game. You are.
I would have to hit the belt
him.
though.
I'm just saying, in all aspects of the video game, you are progressed further than him, minus, like actual gear, right? Actual gear and levels, and the fact that you're going on to harder bosses and you're doing them more consistently, you should not be limiting yourself.
I mean, I should be trying to get all the Meso I can so I can, like, progress my gear, because let's be real here, Lux. If I take my arcanes from 19 on BT, all to 20, and then all to 21, I'm in a good spot.
I know. I'm just saying, man, like this doesn't get repeated to anybody, but technically I don't think you should be running with Richie.
I told Richie, until I become a Lin, right, that I was going to give him drop rate for Lucid still if he wanted it. And then for Will, I said, I'm going to be with you until you get a book, because I got a book now, and you've helped me enough, so here, I'm going to give you the drop rate until you hit your book. He hit the book. Now he has me until
you know what
I'm
is
a Lin.
so fucked up? Do you know what's so fucked up? The week that I got my book, I had offered him cryo on the book.
Mm-hmm. What's, like, really annoying too, right, is the week that he told me to solo, I got book. Like, after he was, like, a bit annoyed, you know? And it's like, I get book, and it's like, well, that happened. What now? Right?
Did that Maple memo ever come out?
Yeah, nothing came out last night, even though that would be, like, the estimated time when they should do it. It really should be happening next week, no matter what, but, like, they really need to get it out. Like, you can't be... And the thing is, the Maple memo, we've already been told by CM Jade that the memo is going to include the news about Beast Tamer. It's going to include all the Beast Tamer, the Lin stuff, the compensation, the whole works, right? The roadmap's going to have that. It's also going to have the anniversary patch stuff, and it might not have the Meso changes. And here's the big issue, Lux, right? We see Extreme Lotus, we're sitting here, we're pretty hyped, because that's the boss looks pretty cool to fight, you know? But if they make the Meso changes where you're capped Meso every day, our boss crystals get back to, like, a very low value, right? You know what I mean? Are we even going to be doing boss meals anymore at that point, Lux?
C10E, yeah.
And, like boss meals.
C10E.
Because just
the actual boss meals, probably not. But
I'm gonna let you know, Meso wise, Lux, a 6-man group in Vihilla on reg server nets you like 20 mil boss crystal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if these changes come, I will be splitting from everybody.
If the changes come through and I choose to continue playing Maple Story, I'm soloing everything that I can solo.
Yeah, same.
For Eternals, I don't mind doing Kalos and Kaling in a group, but like everything before that, I'm gonna solo if I can. And when it
Saren
comes
is like one of those weird ones where I can't say anything.
Saren, I can't solo right now, but if I was full 22 arcanes on a Lin and I had 6 job grinded, I could probably do it.
Yeah, I would just need to get like my gear back up, you know.
But no, like I would need the Mesos, so I'd have to solo everything. And like my Dawn Warrior, he would be soloing Lucid I'd then have to like actively make sure I have enough damage to solo Will every week, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of making sure I have the damage to solo Will every week, right? I would then need to make sure I can solo like, you know, Gloom, and I would want the Meso, so I would like try to do Vihilla, you know, like hard. Might just settle on normal for the easy like kill, you know?
Yep.
Like I think I'm gonna do like normal Darknell this week on the Dawn Warrior though. Like I'll put the stream back up 'cause I'm gonna do Will when G skills are up, but like I'm just gonna go murder normal Darknell.
You're not gonna do CFE drop? Like, come on.
Listen, Darknell, it's harder for me to clear than Vihilla is. Vihilla,
okay,
I just have to play smart with bugs. Darknell is just having the hands to not die out. And like, I have 2 minutes left on buffs. I'm gonna go in while these buffs are still like ticking.
Yeah, and I'm like a 13-minute clear on Darknell now. The time is only getting shorter. Every day that passes.
Bro. I know I'm early, like, popping Origin here and everything, but like, I don't fucking care, it's normal Darknell, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna like 3 burst him at least. Probably gonna be 2 bursts and some DPS actually.
Yo. You see that clean dash over the meteor?
Yeah.
Bruh. Go chickens. Do your job. Do your due diligence. Come back, chickens.
Earn your food, bitches. Earn your food. Got a lot of cock chasing. It's crazy. Yes.
Yeah, you can have them turn back around.
Well, Demon Avenger is like the chickens. I guess they're both the same. Yeah.
That's cool.
Demon Avenger I think had it first because we didn't have 5th job.
Flux, I'm not even at the second burst yet.
Oh, I know. As I said, like 2 at max. Because I didn't look at your damage until after your first burst. I was thinking like your first burst is like probably big because it's Origin, and you might have needed a 3rd burst, but I forget it's normal and not hard. So you don't really have to worry about anything that hits you. You know?
Damn, the blue balls were all over me.
Maybe. You give me blue balls, shit.
You're due for FMA, boy.
It's so funny when, like, dude, Luciel does like that. I don't know, like stuff like Lucid's breaks and whatnot off the top of my head, and he's like, so anytime that I was saying this, like, you just thought that I was just saying it to say it. I was like, well, you know, I thought you were saying this was the approximate time, you know, like for me, I just have like a feeling of when they're gonna happen. He's like, what do you mean by a feeling? And I'm like, well, you know, like when you play the boss enough, you kind of sort of understand when stuff's going to happen based off of when it happened last. He's like, yeah, they're 2 minutes apart. I'm like, I don't know that. You can tell me this and I won't remember it. Right? Like, it doesn't matter how many times you're gonna tell me that they're 2 minutes apart. I'm not gonna remember it when it's in in practical use. He's like, that's so silly. Like, I know, right? I just have an inkling of a feeling whenever it happens, and it generally happens around that.
Do I even pop a Legion luck for normal Darknell for the ring box chance?
Not normal, Dunkel.
I mean, I have enough coins to afford all my stuff. I've already done all my bosses this week.
Well, then go for it, man. I thought you and me were struggling with depression, coin-wise.
I was, but also I'm 9k Legion. You know how quick I make coins? I make 400 a day.
I'm 8.3k.
Alright.
I don't make coins, man. Let me tell you, I don't make coins. I'm running through my coins right now because I'm using Legion of Wealth and Legion Lux. Like, 20 of them a day.
Yeah, I am not grinding right now, so
yeah, so you have it easier on the coin part.
bad habit of whenever I get a pitched item, I have to roll until there's something usable.
Well, and then 79 and 5 is usable. It's not a bad thing because at the end of the day, the pitch turn, you're not going to change their plans. And especially like the Dreamy Bell, you're not even going to change their potential. So technically rolling their potential isn't a bad thing.
Still haven't done
now,
my
Alan rolling 3-line decks on his sauce is kind of stupid because you transfer into your sauce. You're going to lose that potential.
Damn.
Yeah, not trying to be rude, but that's a big mistake for a main.
I'm trying to be rude. He's still not doing Kalos either. You just telling me that? I'm like, I swear to God, right? Like, swear to God, I thought, like, once you liberate, you're supposed to gain the confidence to try new things, right? Right, Zach? You got your new Jenny weapon. You gain 10% FE. You're supposed to try new things, right?
I was trying Kalos the moment I hit 265 and learning the boss because I was trying to push content because I had people who were wanting me to join parties if I was strong enough.
That's one thing, right? I have yet to have somebody say, oh, you should join my party, right? So I haven't pushed anything. And then I pushed a 200 stack, and the moment I hit 200 stack, guess what I did? Easy Kalos. that was it. I pushed 200 stack. I was like, oh, you know, and then I talked to you about what a BA was. I showed you my shit BA that was like that was the unoptimized BA, and you're like, wow, you should be fine in a Kalos party. And I was like, oh, okay. Let me just post recruitment, and then immediately after posting recruitment, let me just run Kalos for the week because our recruitment's not gonna happen. Ran Kalos, and then cleared. Wow, that's crazy.
Damn.
Okay. Let me get out of here for now. I just did an hour.
I didn't Origin that burst. Did I Origin, like, for an additional bind in this burst?
Yes, because of how weak you are, I would. You're quite a bit weaker than me. Like, I could, DPM down this phase, but I can barely DPM down this phase without Origining.
waiting until it teleports me.
Yep. And you should have a second bind. You can always bind him in.
But
Oh.
wait.
I was typing. The amount of times I asked you to run bosses with me, just because you were grinding and you were actively like farming, whereas everybody else in my boss party was not. Like the amount of times that I was like, "Hey Andy, like why don't you just leave your party and come join me? Hey Andy, why don't you just come join me?" You're like, "Well, I'm doing it with my friend," and I'm like, "Hey Andy, I'm your friend. Can you just come join me?" Blame yourself for not joining sooner. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Andy.
I'm actually annoyed. I took a death flux in the corner there because.
Wait, you took F? What
Yeah,
happened?
I had him in the corner. We were like, you know, I'm gonna wait for a better word. I had him in the corner, like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly safe just beating him up here, right? And then he just keeps smacking. I'm like, all right, I'm waiting for Tornado to tap this dash. The dash out of it doesn't happen, and then he hits me, and as a leg comes down and a ball explodes.
Damn, get fucked.
I don't want to burst here. I just want to DPM it.
I would just DPM it. You're at the final age, yeah. I mean, I would do a 90-second on one side, and then go to the other side with your Saren skill.
Oh, Saren skill doesn't do that much, even though mine is decently leveled.
Oh, is it not maxed out?
Like in
You're
terms
gonna take.
of like,
You're gonna take. Just make sure that they're equal because you are going to take.
I'm gonna do a double cycle here. I know.
Yeah, yeah. That's the only thing I could say is just make sure that they're equal.
The
Man,
HP,
dude,
you get chunked by.
those legs were fucking you up.
They were always falling on the same spot.
Hey, yo, I'm not to backseat, but yeah, you don't have weapon or up.
I wasn't popping it because I was not bursting.
Is your weapon aura not maxed?
It is max, but it comes up every
Well,
like 2 minutes, and I'm sitting here trying to.
It's
No.
24/7 uptime. There's no downtime between it.
It's 140 seconds up, so it's 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and it has a charge every 3 minutes. So there's a
What
small
I'm saying
downtime.
is, like, through a fight, as long as it does not take longer than 24-ish, or like it's like 20 minutes, I have it up all the time.
Not all the time. There's going to be times where it's down for like 20 seconds every rotation.
It feels like
The
it's not, but
timer shows 20 seconds downtime no matter what, every rotation
Okay.
at max.
It doesn't feel like it, you know what I mean? But it might just be. It's crazy.
My issue is web holding P3. Cause you have no iframes but your dashes, right? And the last time I did this, I didn't have the second hero's will keybound. Do you remember?
Oh. Yeah.
The last time I made the attempt.
You got this, though. You shouldn't have to worry too much about web holding.
Oh
Just
no,
make
I
sure that you don't
had to
origin.
worry about web holding last time.
I'm saying, like, this time you shouldn't have to worry too much. You just make sure that you origin properly.
I mean, I origined properly last time during P3. The issue is, I had him down to 3.4% when I died out the webs.
I believe in you, buddy.
It's the issue was, I didn't have the second will. All I need to do was tap the second will, right?
And you would have been fine.
And I would have killed him. But now that I have both Hero's Will and Will of Urda equipped, I can now go in there, and I can have 2 different instances of negating, like the lock, and I'll be able to just kill.
Should be, yeah. Just gotta play it properly.
I reactivate that really quick. pre-pop buffs before I go in. I don't know if my fam's actually proc there. I'll see when I hit my soul, or my sun. We're binding right away because we want to stack that Moonlight.
Yep. I don't blame you. Do you not have healing Tims?
I do, not large.
Oh, I see them. Never mind. Your settings are so low, I couldn't see them for a second.
I have to origin this.
I was gonna say, yeah, you could always origin this if you're afraid of dying. It's better to keep your lives.
Yeah, so I have one normal heal, which I actually yeah, so it's one normal heal, and two small hybrid heals, like their HP.
Yeah.
That's what makes this hard for this phase. I'm always terrible at how to, like, best way to explain it, I'm always terrible at putting myself in a spot where I'm not getting nuked by his attacks. I'm always taking too much damage.
Yeah, I get that. You just gotta make sure to dash between him, like back and forth behind him, honestly. That's what I do. Every time he does a move, I
like
just
right
dash
there,
behind
you
him.
see, like, I got hit by the 3 balls when I was trying to
Yeah, I see
detonate them. And then I got hit by the spider knockback, and then I got reversed. And when I tried to press, like, you know, interact plus heal, I couldn't press it quick enough because, you know, input delay.
Wait a minute, I don't get to make small EXP accumulation potions?
No, you can't make smalls, you can only make large. But you can make
Bro,
small
that is
wraps.
so bullshit.
In the last update KMS got, they had the small eat potion drop from bosses now, like the recipe.
Bro, that is so bullshit.
Hear me out, I almost wanted to sit here and play it safe for a bit, because I know I have enough time, but just, like, work on dodging for Moonlight.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. For those purple ones, you could just use your rush skill through them.
I tried rushing through them. I have to do the double rush.
That's weird. I always just rush them.
It all depends on when you catch them. That's the issue as well.
Oh, true.
You're kidding me on that.
I'm at 4.5 bill now.
Keep the Spirit of Freedom on Penny at P3. I was thinking about taking something off and putting on Close Call just for P3 to be safe.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say to do that, I'm not gonna say not to. Know how to play it.
It's different in a
Bro,
solo
can I stop
situation
lagging in
versus
here? What?
in a party. That's all I can say.
I've got to reset my PC after this. Every time I pop my Origin or there's too many things on my screen, I start just fucking lagging. Probably because my PC hasn't been turned off in 45 days. I need to do a driver update, actually. I think it's the drivers. After every driver update, gotta turn off my PC.
Send the chickens out. Chickens! I have 1 minute till burst is ready. I got my damage fams back on. Everything's popped. I just have to play webs well in the beginning, and then
3 bursts and you're out at most. Now we hold.
I have 5 lives. I just died there because I got a sealed because I jumped back into a web after Heroes Willing one of them.
A jumped.
Also, I also missed the bind because I clicked it at the last second when I was trying to like time it for the bind for the mini burst there at 90 seconds. Fucked it up.
What is it?
I hate having my T button be where it is.
You got big burst on next point. So.
I just gotta time it well. I'm gonna be real with you, I tried to bind him there right as I pressed the button. You know what he did.
Yep. Oh, there, I would have released the sun early.
I was sealed.
No, I'm saying the moment he went up, you weren't sealed until you jumped.
No, Lux, you didn't see it. The web spawned in, sealing me, then I jumped to try and dodge it.
So silly.
There was no...
Just bad timing. That's just bad timing.
Yeah. Like, there was no
you
spawning in there for
You
me.
wait out your entire time. You don't like even spawn in for poison. Wait wait out your
At
entire
this point, I waited out because I need all the time I can get. But I'm just saying, at that
Yeah.
situation there was no anything. I'm trying to clear as much webs as I can right now.
You shouldn't. You should
Lux,
just be focused on staying in one spot.
I'm clearing what's on top of me. Before you try and talk, just listen. I'm clearing what's on top of me, and then I'm jumping away from move. I'm coming back the middle, and the web's reappearing. You can't, I'm sorry, but you can't like tell me how to web hold when there's nothing I can do to...
You had your iframes though for move. That's why I'm saying, like, you should just stay still.
But you understand, you can't always guarantee the web will always appear in the bottom and not the top. Right?
Never mind. I'm not gonna argue over this. It's fine. It's fine.
There's no arguing, it's just what do you do when the web spawns in one of two spots, the 50-50 gamble, and when it's spawning in, you still get, sealed by it. And when both your will and hero's will are off cooldown, you can't use them.
I know for web holding, I prefer to just stand completely still and come in on a move, right? Like regardless. Coming in on a move and stand completely still and then wait your 8
completely
seconds.
still when you have to jump for move. That's what I'm saying. And that's what you're not understanding.
GG.
You I literally have nothing to do in that situation when I have to dodge move during that. It's like take a free death and wait longer, I jump out and stall time.
It's fine, man.
I took the caught ring off, I'm done.
Oh, do you have a drop without caught ring?
Yep.
And a double line somewhere, lucky bastard. I'm guessing you have 2 of them.
I only have the 1 double drop.
Get a book here. Darn. Doesn't always work.
But you see the pain of my Dawn Warrior in there? I die twice in P2, I had 1 death in P1 that could have been ignored, and then once you web out on Dawn Warrior, because like I don't have Jenny iframe, I can't just sort of like sit there and just sort of like tank it freely. I have to jump during move, because I don't have enough damage just to like full send it right away. And then I have to get back to middle, and then it's a gamble because now that I just, popped like Moonlight, cleared what's on me, cleared something while I was jumping with that animation. When I get back, it's a 50-50. Does it go top or does it go bottom? If it goes top, I'm fine. If it goes bottom, I'm now sealed. You know? It's just a 50-50 gamble you take at that point. Do you get the top one and get more damage in? Do you get the bottom one, you just basically get sealed and just have to wait out the death? If you get caught while it's spawning in, you still get sealed and you can't iframe dash out of it unless your wills are up to will and then iframe. Painful boss.
Yeah.
With 2 people, it's easy. By yourself, if you don't have enough damage just to full send it, it sort of hurts in P3.
It is significantly easier now, though. They did give us
easier than what it was.
They gave us a fuck ton
but
of Moonlight. Like, the Moonlight generation feels unreal nowadays.
still painful.
I know. I'm just saying, like, the Moonlight generation feels so unreal now. They're like, holy shit.
Also, when you're stuck in one place and the legs keep spawning on your fucking head, you can't really cleanse.
Oh, I know.
That's what happened there too. If you saw 4 fucking legs, one after the other, just drop on my head.
Wow.
Like I said, my Dawn Warrior can clear all of C10 Eve.
But Will is an issue.
Will is the hardest one due to the fact that I'm clearing stuff due to having hands for DPM.
Yeah.
I'm not clearing it through bursting.
I think it's like, what, that was your 3rd burst? You're out of there.
I only bursted twice. Flux.
No, you had 3.
No, because I went to try and burst the second time, and I didn't even get a chance to do more than 4 swings before I got webbed out.
Goddamn desk again. Yeah. I'm saying during that second burst, you were in webs. You just like it didn't happen properly.
I'm just saying a burst didn't happen there. That was a mini burst.
Yeah,
I didn't get a
3-minute
chance
mini
to burst.
Yeah, I get it though. I get it.
Like it.
Ow. Will is rough. Will I am.
Like, if you were to solo it, like, which the funniest thing is, technically, most people on their Dawn Warriors, if they had to struggle with webs in P3, they would just say fuck it and not solo. Or like even any class. If webbing out became an issue, they just say fuck it, and they would wait, you know, and get a duo, or they'd just, you know, wait for Jenny weapon.
I don't know, man. I have a very skewed sense.
Or
of these,
they'd get a
bosses.
Kerring, you know.
Yeah, I have a very skewed sense of these bosses because I haven't soloed them yet. I mean, I have, but
I did my
officially.
BT solo minimum damage and forgot my link skills when I did it for my liberation.
Nice.
And then with the
Yeah.
Dawn Warrior, like, the issue is, like, unlike BT, who has, like, unanimously, like, the most iframes in the entire game, second to Mihail, right?
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
like,
even Mihail's non-iframes are iframes. Let's be honest.
I know, it's so dumb. So, like, right there, as you saw, like, I'm sitting there, I have to jump the dodge move because I don't want to die because I'm trying to stall as much time till next burst comes up, right? I'm spawning in for poison to do damage because I'm a Cont Ring gamer, right? And the only thing that fucked me up is I missed 2 binds with my Impaling Rays because he jumped up as I went to tap it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if
when
you
you missed
didn't-
that bind, I was like, fuck.
And if I didn't miss those 2 binds, I think I would have been out of there with 3 lives still.
Yeah, it would have been easier.
But
Especially that second bind that you missed. Like, if you didn't miss that second bind, you would have been out of there a lot faster.
yeah, I missed that second bind, and I just sort of said F it, and I tapped the iframe, and then I'm like 1, 2, 3, tapped it again. I was just trying to cleanse as much as I could.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to keep
one of
webs
these
down.
one of these
but-
weeks, I'm gonna have to just save F it and take anybody for any of these bosses.
But you can see the pain of soloing that.
Yeah. I just want to see it for my own self. But I don't think I'm gonna have that bad of a struggle though. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, you have more damage than my Dawn Warrior.
I have a lot more damage, yeah.
Because your 6 job is higher, and then you have
Oh,
more,
speaking of 6, how much should I get today?
you have
20.
more stars than my Dawn Warrior, and you have higher attack on your window because your overall attack is higher from this higher star force providing more, and then your stat
Yeah.
is higher because of, you know, levels and sacred symbols and max arcane.
Yeah.
And-
Max Arcane is kind of crazy.
and totem, and you have a better title. I'm running the Root Abyss title, Root Abyss Master.
I'll never guess what I'm running.
Yeah, Yeti Pink Beam.
Yeah.
I wonder how you got that.
Hey, yo, calm down. Hey, yo, calm down. I know exactly how I got it. It's not a very good way. The one thing on this character that's not very good.
Think out of all the bosses my Dawn Warrior is doing this week, I don't have the willpower to want to sit through slime.
No.
No, even though I did it last week, like I killed it, but I just don't feel like it because I have to like have full buffs, G skills, you name it. Like
Yeah.
if I got like Wild Hunter buffed and like Dort going in, I'd do it when I had G skills back up. But like I'm not just running it again. It was one of those bosses.
Yeah. I don't know how this is gonna work tomorrow.
I mean, today's Friday,
Today.
so I know what you're
Shut up,
talking
Sam.
about.
Yeah. I meant like next reset. I don't know how this is gonna work.
I don't know when we're running Saren this week, right? Like, hear me out. If Alex doesn't Origin at all, you're blue no matter what. Which he 3-lined his hat today. Just so you know.
That's
After he said he told me he saw whatchamacallit, 6-second cooldown on it, but yeah.
I don't need that. Sorry, not to make him sound like a liar, but the odds are astronomically against him. It's like that's like a 0.0000001% chance. That's how stacked against him they are, and he would have took a screenshot of it. No one in their right mind's going to not take a screenshot of it.
Like -6, triple prime of the stat you don't want, like triple prime attack, like double prime attack, the other stat, like that's the stuff you take pictures of, you know, like to show your game.
Yeah, like let me click on my snippet pool and I'll find all my stuff. Look at this.
Oh, did you know that Snippet tool now has a recording feature?
Yeah. Everything's recorded. I know.
So now you can like hit record and you can make videos with Snippet tool now.
Yep.
I like that, but it means you have to like pop it like use it before you like start like a boss now. You know, it's not like in the background recording it for you, you know. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like I can't record like my last 5
Aw,
minutes.
it didn't save my last few snippets. Okay. That's very sad. What? I on my Nightwalker, on my Nightwalker's gloves, I seen 129 strength and 7% stat. Because I was doing rainbows on its glove.
You know, I have nothing to rainbow anymore on my main, so like when I get extra stuff to rainbow, like flame, I'll go to like, oh, let's go to like Mycona and we'll rainbow Mycona's book to see if I can get better than 6 and 50.
I mean, like, the only things that I could really rainbow is, like, I mean, my Twilight, my Berserk, and my Dreamy Bill. Everything else is kind of, like, already done. I mean, I could black flame this, but it's locked. I'm not doing it. It's done for now. I think I'm still throwing black flames on these gloves, which are 85 and 6. That's 147, right? 85, 6, and 30 decks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that right there is 151. And that's 152. Actually, should I even be throwing black flames on this? I mean, it's only like 3 off.
I mean, if it's only 3 off, you could probably find things that are way higher away from like what you would want.
I mean, my book is what, 84 and 5?
That's 130 if that's the case, so like that's good enough.
32 or 136, sorry. He has 25 dex. It'd have to be the Twilight then, huh? 52 and 5 for 140 item.
140 is like 60 and 5 is what you want. Like you want a 110
Yeah, like this thing, 55 and 6.
or 50 and 6. Yeah. But because they're boss advantage 140s, they technically can be like held to the same standards of 150, and like you can get a 120 flame on it. But like because the lower level, we can sort of like say that you can settle for a bit less, right?
I mean, 52 and 5, is that like just okay to settle on a Twilight then?
I mean, you can settle on it. You don't have to push farther if you have your Zerk. If your Zerk boomed, then I would think about getting a better flame. Because now you have another one to work on, right? But because you have the Zerk in the inventory, I wouldn't want to.
I was thinking about just throwing like 400 mil on flames. I still haven't done like any of my boss moves. I'm very excited about this farming stuff, but it's also very draining.
My 280 first, and then I had to get a character to 150. Not so bad, and then boss wheel. Pretty sure I can do it all.
Abilities on my Nightwalker.
I just jumped into a tentacle and died while in darkness because I rope lift and flash jumped while trying to go up for test.
Oh no.
Yep. I
My
mean,
condolences.
it's a G skillless gloom, and I've done 43% in 6.5 minutes.
Condolences.
I've only origined once so far. But this next origin I do, I'm not going to have AB Link or Cosmos because I just mini bursted instead because I fucked up.
Zach, my nodes are looking okay. Every day they go up by like another 100 node stones.
That's what happens when you grind consistently. Your nodes just go up.
I think once I'm done with this character, I just save all my nodes.
How do you think I funded my Dawn Warriors nodes?
I think this character is done once I have its try nodes done and all of its 5th job skills done, because it's gonna get a fuck ton of nodes from leveling up.
Thankfully, with
Hyperburn.
the health changes on reboot, you don't have to. I can't believe that clipped me. You don't have to do Shadow Spark because before Shadow Spark was a mobbing tool that we used. Because
You see, I still have my old tries. So
yeah, if you can get the replacements, like go back to like a 2-node setup, it's always better. But Shadow Spark's whatever.
I'm being told, because I was talking to a bunch of night workers in their little Discord, that Shadow Spark is good in the grandest areas, and that's it. But it's not amazing in the grandest areas.
I remember they said they used Shadow Spark because it had a bigger hitbox when you were like mobbing, if you were not like bite farming, and because it did more damage.
That reminds me. Gotta make a second hat tonight. literally the character I'm gonna forget to do.
I think what I'm gonna do from now on, my boss meals, I might just keep all the mace I make on that character, so I don't have it all sitting in storage, and like getting tempted to use it.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. Okay, skip it.
You don't know how to do that jump.
Is it a
It's
my
an S.
brain
It's an S jump.
Yeah.
You jump onto it intentionally, and then you use the S jump as it's launching you.
Yeah, that's what that was. I've seen a few people do it, and that's also an S jump.
Oh, that's not an S jump there.
No, that's just a normal S jump.
Yeah, that's a normal jump. What you do is at the very
just
top
jump here.
here, you would S jump at the top so that you can get along the top faster. Because people hate you just go through the middle here, you never try and go up.
Use the fuck out of me. Well, that's a what is that?
Oh, when you're going through the whatchamacallit, if you have the sheet if you're slippery, I forget if it's on snowshoes on or off.
Oh fuck it. Just
But when you're going through that the zigzag maze part, if you jump as you hit the corners, you get a speed boost. And if you don't tap any arrow keys the whole time, on the very bottom, it will slide you across. And you just have to tap jump last second, and it jumps you onto the platforms.
okay. Whatever. I mean, I don't care. This is just for a mule build, anyways. On top of that, like my main build ends. 100 points is very quickly. I'm gonna change over link skills. First change for the day. Grab a green pot, red pot, and maybe do I can food.
And I got sealed. Cool. I up jumped out of the claw, out of the diamond, and I still got sealed while holding Blink in the air.
Everything is fucking great. I didn't mean to pop that, but okay. I have to burst a little early. It's whatever. I just want G skills next week. That was a bad.
Oh, did you know that Chat Academy is better G skills than Estimates?
Yeah. Oh, I know. After coming in, I realized. Do you understand how little you have to do in order to get better than Rusty Cards?
Yep. I got a Stella Earrings from Blue.
Nice.
It was 15 minutes, no G skills.
That's not bad. Yeah, I don't know. You just kind of have to have everybody log in, and you get more than Rusty Cards. That's why when you said that you were looking for a guild on your con, I was like, Chat Academy, and you're like, yeah, Chat Academy, and they immediately got you in. They definitely gave you G skills, but
I think they gave it
like,
to me now, but it was already after we did all the bosses.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, he didn't log in until literally like
Literally
2 o'clock in the morning.
Character.
Yeah, until 2 o'clock in the morning was when he logged in, and there's only a few juniors for the guild. He said he was sorry, and next time we'll make sure that all the G skill stuff was taken care of for the start of the week. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, fine. It's just it's trying to do bosses on the character with the character. Making it a little bit easier when we're gonna be contributing flag and GPQ anyways, And then he said he appreciates the flag and GPQ. He was like, you guys just keep doing it, and we'll make sure that you guys are freshmen. And yes, this was his second main, so he was like, I was doing bosses myself. Bro, it's so weird to know that Buena was banned at some point, and Buena like always talking some dog shit,
I'll be real, when you hear the name Vienna or Buena, however they want to say their name, right? And you see their profile picture in Discord, you're like, all right, that seems like they're trying to get like it's probably a chick playing MapleStory at that point, right? Because their entire picture is like of a female, like their female character in game drawn, or like Ari or whatever the fuck they have for it, and then like you find out, oh wait, they're a dude and they're talking the way they are. It sounds like they're just trying to henny ho on Maple.
Hey, yo. You know what's funny? They're MVP red.
They keep saying that they're only silver right now.
They're not. I know they're red. Because they were talking about an MVP, popping an MVP, and I'm like, huh? They like never.
You have to be gold
Like,
to pop it. So
yeah, bare minimum, right? Like I'm sure they're red because they spend so much on glamour in this game. Like they spend so much. And I look at them, they made fucking 10 beast tamers to level 200. I think that's silly.
I mean, there's an
Sorry,
achievement.
I think anybody doing that achievement is
Lux.
cool, right?
That
Like,
achievement
so
is meant for the
easier.
people who are 8K.
Yeah, like me and you.
Why didn't, if you're going to go for the achievement, most people did it for their main because they want to say they did it for their main, but like, why not just do Kana when you had Kishin?
I know, right?
Like,
back in the day when Kana leveled up to 200 in like less than an hour.
There's so much that you could do instead, but they're like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah, they used all of their Terra burns and whatnot. Beast tamers.
Like, Like if you bonked them purely, like with just this extreme growth pots and like used only mega burns, I wouldn't like say anything. But like when you know,
You use all your event terror burns on them, and it's just stupid.
you know,
And
at least
that's what you do instead of grinding
Look.
instead of grinding 2 new areas for when 6 drop hits. Yeah.
at least if they were 10 jets, you know,
That would be great.
you could job change all 10 afterwards.
Yeah.
You know,
Imagine the people that knew the jet was getting deleted, and they may have actually done 10 jets so that they could job change them. Smart. Thinking smart. Because each of those jets got node stones as well. Smart.
all right, my Dawn Warrior killed like everything today.
And they're able to fill out all the explorers that they didn't want to do.
3 archers, 3 warriors, 3 mages, and there's what, 3 thieves?
3 thieves, 3 pirates.
Yeah, so like, is there?
You just get it. It's definitely 3 thieves and 3 mages.
Yeah, it is 3 now. I forgot. I was always counting Jet for 4 thieves. And I was like, no, it's 3. I don't have enough thieves.
Jet's
pirates.
a pirate.
Yeah, I said thieves.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
But like, no matter
pirate.
what, like, let's say you don't have the link skill for archer or for not for archers for thieves and mages, you're always transferring into thieves and mages in order to just get those link skills.
Yep, and then
after that, I think it's marksman for one of them for sure for the crit rate.
and Night Lord guaranteed. No matter what, if you weren't doing thieves, you have to have your Night Lord because Night Lord
Yep.
marksman's crit. Your 3
And then-
explorer mages, your 3 explorer thieves. Corsair for minion
That's 7.
duration.
That's 8.
And
I got 2 left. Do you finish off the? Do you finish off the?
you finish off
the archer
pirates at
one?
that point.
I think you finish off archer for crit
Like
rate
archers
and
is
contact action.
archers is just pure dex for Bowmaster Pathfinder.
Yeah, but I'm saying for their link skill, right? You just finish off archer for crit rate.
Most
for
people
crit
don't
rate
even
and
use
monster
that. They just
collection.
use it for monster collection. But if you don't care about monster collection, the pirate one's actually better for you.
Well, yeah, true. But like, if your mules are struggling on crit rate, you could always just slam the extra crit rate on them.
But let's be real. If you have 10 jets, we assume your legion's good.
Yeah, true.
You know, we assume.
Assumptions make an ass out of you and I. I think when I get the next 2 characters level 200, I have to redo my boards again. Because the next 2 characters are Cadena and Bowmaster, or I think it's going to be Blaster and Thunderbreaker, honestly. For IED and for strength. Still gotta get you to 140.
So, Lux, on mine, right? For me to have all characters, I can't check Legion in my house. Damn it. 1 moment. So for my Legion, I've almost every character at 200, right? I have Kaiser, Cannon Master, Xenon, and Aron that are not 200.
The questions. What do you think is the next that I put points
No,
on?
but me. Oh. For you, you finish out attack.
Well, yeah. I have 3 pieces in here that
I'm
all
just
right
saying, if you finish attack, and then you want to finish strength, and then you move into buff duration. Your other choice is if you run crit rate hypers, move it into crit rate to get rid of the hyper stats in crit rate.
I don't run any crit rate hyper.
I'm just letting you know.
Let me double check this, right? Back check myself. Yeah, I don't run crit rate.
Some
I mean,
people
on this
do.
I do.
Just thought I'd let you know. Like if you do run it, you can always do that option.
Even with 18% crit rate, it's like a 20. Crit rate hyper. So let's finish out. Attack and then strength, and then start putting in the buff duration for Angelic Buster duration. The 80 is getting changed to a 60-second skill.
Yeah, know it's actually going to be optimal for Lynn to max out buff duration and potentially go buff duration unique inner because it allow us to have AV link up for like 35 seconds.
Level 3 to 130. Where am I going? What am I doing?
Does
Yes, I mean, our picnic up this right?
benediction?
Yes. Wait, no. I don't think it affects benediction.
What was that?
Filtration doesn't affect.
No, it doesn't affect benediction.
It affects your divinity.
How much arcane power do you want? 1320? A minimum of 1320. Alright, so that means I messed up. Alright.
Back, what do I do? Where do I go?
For what?
Where's it? Go to level 3.
Have you done your Moon Bunny quest yet? Is it bad that for my Black Mage Hyper Lux, I have 2 points in IED because I'm using IED fams? So I have enough IED without needing to run the IED Hyper. But for Black Mage, I have to run 14 Arcane Power to get my 1320 if I want to be blue.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have crew members. Oh, and this is my what's V do? Oh, dude, it's right. Oh, V down.
think that Nightwalker got blue last night? Lux?
Blood Walker.
Do we think that Nightwalker that was 60 sack under got blue?
Did it?
I don't know. I was just
I
asking, do you
definitely
think
don't
he did?
think it did. Definitely don't think it did. I mean, it could have. That message.
Yo,
Yeah, he did single that.
Lux. I didn't actually pay attention to it, but Richie's Culvert went up 2k from just equipping book plus CFE.
God damn. That's crazy.
I just saw it now. Before he was hitting like 28, now he hit 30. You know?
Does
What was that?
he full buff?
He full buffs. No apple though.
Wait, what is it again?
He hit 30,226.
I think he's what?
He was hitting like 27, 28 before.
I have to check my hold again because I think crap on his bishop is
Richie also doesn't have like Cont 4, they'll like ring swap the Cont 4 at the end, and he's like using, I think he's using Vizir's Tinker 4 in there instead of like Weapon Jump 4 because he doesn't have a Weapon Jump 4. Like he doesn't get a chance to actually like, you know, Weapon Jump 4 ring swap correctly. Or he uses a stat ring, I forget which one. Anywho, if you had a Cont 4 or
Probably a
whatnot.
stat ring. Probably a stat ring.
Mhm.
With the way he is, it's most likely a stat ring.
I know what Tony's Culvert is though.
What is it?
2,240.
Oh,
Renna's Marksman does 2,370.
is that on the low end? Am I just being a dick?
Renna never pops buffs. Ever. Remember this. That's like green pot only.
I was talking about it to Random about doing labs. She don't do labs.
Renna doesn't grind, Renna doesn't pop buffs when she boss. She only pops buff when bossing if it's like 100% necessary. Like if you have a 25-minute run, she'll still probably not pop buffs. The moment it becomes a 30-minute run or like you're barely failing, she's gonna pop buffs. If that makes sense.
I mean,
Like when she was doing her Black Mage, like for her liberation and whatnot, she was like in a party and like even her Saren, like she wasn't popping like red pot, green pot or any of that. She was just letting them buff up and she would just go in with them and hit it.
that does make sense.
I've never seen her pop buffs actively, other than when we started trioing Saren.
Other than whenever she's with 13.
She does it in Callow, she does it, and she has been doing it for Saren. That's about it. That's the only time I've ever seen her pop G skills. I don't even know if she popped them for our Black Mage, to be honest with you.
But at that point, it's like, why do you have them?
Like I don't know what to say on that because like we can't really say anything, you know. You get what I mean.
I'm not going to say anything. It's not my business. Just like, why have them?
You have G skills to use them. There's just a cooldown of you being online. If half the time you being online is just AFKing, waiting for Richie for MPE, or you're just doing dailies, like they're gonna come off cooldown. You know.
And they come off cooldown real fast.
1 hour after you pop it. That's all I'm saying. Like,
At the most, 2 hours, you know, if your G skills aren't very good.
I've only been able to push bosses, Lux. Like, like push soloing bosses because I full buff. You know, Legion Might, Ursus,
mean,
Guild
like,
Blessing, Green
each
Pot, Red
their
Pot,
own,
Blue
right?
Pot, you know.
Each their own. Like, just doesn't-
I want to be
rank
strong
of
enough
main-
to not pop anything but Green Pot to be able to kill bosses. Like, that'd be the goal, you know? Green Pot, Guild Blessing, and you kill everything, right?
Do you think she'll finally buff buffs whenever she has to solo Liberation?
Already did her Liberation. She's liberated, remember?
On Marksman.
I mean, she'll have to if she's soloing. She'll also have to if she's duoing because of the damage cut.
I'm guessing she's soloing slash duo.
That depends, is she actually going to complete it, or is she going to still hold off on doing any of the quests till Coco shows up?
I think she's doing the quests.
Because if she's not doing the quest and she's not hitting blue, then she's just wasting materials going to Black Mage. You know? You got what I'm saying though, right? Like if you're waiting for Coco, but like let's say she's just getting to the point where she has to do will and then stopping, right? Like it is what it is, right? But like if you're not blue, you're wasting keys, you're wasting Vihilla entry, you know, tokens. I don't know if Rena's Marksman even has a lot of like Vihilla like, you know, pieces.
That kind of hit the level. One more Legion block, please. Come on, hurry up. Oh. Taking its sweet ass time. It's 0.8%. Or sorry, 8%. I'm making finish this one hit quest first.
Yeah. I've also fully decided all my hyperburns from now on are going to be my characters that already have Absolute gear because I don't want to have to like go farm the materials from Scrapyard again.
Yeah, I get it. I am gonna go for one more level so we can start moving my turn.
Yeah, we don't have the 141 bonks yet. We're still waiting on that update. No, wait. No, the 131 bonks is what is happening.
Yeah, the 131. Yeah. I know what you
Yeah,
I
yeah.
knew what you meant.
Brain out there.
Brain rot. Let's do it. That is. Let's see here. Kaiser is y'all?
I mean, he's just
I
strong.
don't see no Zerahu on your stream. So are you doing your paladin or hyper? Is that what you decided?
Well, because I'm only hyper burning characters that already have Apsos, it's between Paladin, Nightwalker, Nightlord, Bishop, and Cal.
Who do you think would benefit the most of 6-shot?
Be honest with you, it's more so of if I'm going to 6-job territory, I probably want to kill at least H Lotus. And I feel like the Nightlord has a better chance at that.
Nightwalker? You
Just-
mean Nightwalker?
The Nightwalker already kills Lotus.
Oh. That's what you...
Like, if I'm going to 6-job, because I'm trying to, like, you know, do H Lotus and whatnot on the character, right? My Nightlord would be the next best candidate for it because he's already has superior belt and earrings. He just has to wait out the time gate of ring plus pendant,
True.
right?
Yeah, I get it.
And it's Nightlord. I just hit a random roar 3 and I'm golden, you know?
It doesn't have to be a 3. And a roar 2. Feels like you're golden as well.
As long as I hit a roar or a Cont ring, the Nightlord's fine. But if I hit like weapon jump or totaling, like the class feels terrible with it. Like you can't even use risk taker either.
Technically you can, but you should. It's very good.
I mean, with the changes coming to Lotus, good luck trying to get a risk taker proc in there.
I know. I was just about to say that. Wait, why am I doing this? I could just go fast.
Also, you basically want to be sitting on top of the boss anyways, and you're going to be hit by touch damage.
Yep. Oh, dude, I forget the only up jump is that fucking line. I don't know. What's on this character? I don't know.
So, speaking of that though, like, you know,
What's that?
I was thinking, because I don't really want to like commit to grinding without having fragments, that in the next few weeks here, instead of me stressing out about Maple Story this, Maple Story that, right? Why don't I download some of those games I haven't beat on Steam and beat them?
Why don't you, never mind, that's gonna take me away from the video game.
I know you're gonna say Code Vein.
Nope.
Or TFT.
Nope.
What were you gonna say, huh? Power World?
Take a
Warframe?
guess. The out?
Power World?
I mean, we could totally do, yeah, we could totally do Code Vein. I just don't have the DLC.
I don't have it either. But no,
Yeah.
like, I have games I gotta play. I got Dark Souls 2 and 3, which I could just say F it and go mouse and keyboard and like fight through it. Reset my settings every time I play.
Dark Souls 3, I don't think it resets your settings.
Dark Souls 3 does not. Dark Souls 2, you know.
Are you doing them in chronological order?
I can play them in whatever order I want. I would just prefer to
play Dark
get
Souls
2.
3.
I would just prefer to get 2 out of the way first because let's be real, Lux. 2 is going to reset my key binding. So if I want to warm up and have to deal with pain, I might as well go for the hardest one first.
I don't
The one
have
that
the
resets
game.
my key bindings. You know.
No.
So I have that I have to do, right? You know. I've
I
already
could totally
beat.
do Dark
I've-
Souls 3 with you.
I have beat Dying Light before on PlayStation, but I bought it on PC when it was on sale for like $7 that one time. So like I could always play through that again. Same with Elder Scrolls. I bought Skyrim on sale. I could play through Skyrim again with, you know.
Yeah.
I got Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, like an old like PlayStation 2 game that I played like I was a kid, but I never fully beat. I had to get help from like my dad to beat. So I have that, right? I have Undertale, which I've never played.
I want to watch you play Undertale.
I also have the Sword Art Online games,
Which ones? All of them?
all of them. I own them all. I've never beat any of them except for the SAO Lost Song and SAO versus Acceleroll.
Oh, those are the only 2 that you beat?
They're the only 2 that I've beat. I've
So
gotten to
everything
like
up to Alicization, I've done.
I've never so the Hollow Fragment, Hollow Realization, Alicization, all those types of games where you're walking around your squad like fighting the monsters, right, and going through the floors and levels. I've never been able to beat one because I would be playing through it. I'd get to a certain point, and then my friends would want to play Call of Duty. We'd play Call of Duty, and like a new DLC would drop. We'd be addicted to Call of Duty. I'd come back and be like, "Fuck, I don't remember what the fuck I was doing or what my teams were set up for," and then I'd restart.
I will say, all of those games that you were listing, so all of the Sword Art Online games, I played all of them all the way through up to GGO, and then Alicization was the one that I didn't do because that's the
Yeah.
newest one, right? That's the newest
Oh,
one.
that's the second newest now.
Well, I mean, I think there's an extra.
There's
another
2
Alicization.
Alicization games.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But basically, those are the newest ones, and I haven't beaten those. But I will say, everything from the first one all the way through, I remember the entire story, and there's so many fucking Easter eggs that I went through because I 100% did it on PlayStation.
And what the hell? Fatal Bullet, right?
Fatal Bullet, yeah.
I own it, or I owned it with all the DLC on PlayStation. I don't have my PlayStation anymore. So there's like 3 expansions.
Yeah, I played the base game.
So
I'm gonna tell you right now, there is, I am very emotional to the Fatal Bullet game. I don't know what the DLC did to it, but the Fatal Bullet game was a very emotional roller coaster for me. Even though it shouldn't have felt that way because it's an SAO game, like
Listen,
whatever.
The Fatal Bullet, it really got you attached to your
Main
Arphasis,
character.
your little like character with you,
Mhm.
and it also
Yep.
got you really attached to the new characters they introduced.
Yes,
And
and
I played it through until the final boss fight. Like I beat the final boss on PlayStation, and then like I walked away from it. I didn't know if there's anything after the final boss.
did you get the true ending?
I got the regular ending, not true. So I
Oh,
told myself if I'm
Zach.
playing through it on PC, I have the true ending.
Zach.
But let me continue listing what I haven't beat here, Lux, so you understand my pain. So we went through all that, right? That I own, right?
Yeah.
The other games that I haven't beat on my PC, right? That I actually like, have an idea of wanting to go through, right? I also own Left 4 Dead 2 because it was $2 on sale, and Little Nightmares was free. I've never played Little Nightmares, but I own it.
I've never played it. I've watched somebody do a playthrough of Little Nightmares 1 and 2. Oh my god, it's so good.
I'm gonna throw Terraria in there as something I've never beat because I've never actually done all the bosses in Terraria. I've literally just I have the game and that's it.
So I don't
and
know
then
why.
the Tomb
Minecraft
Raider
is one
game
thing.
they gave out for free years ago.
Oh, true. Minecraft is one thing, but Terraria, I never could get mentally into Terraria.
I just never had the people to play with to get mentally into it, so I never even learned how to play the game fully.
That's where I'm at. That's where I was at with the game. I wanted to get into it, and my buddy was basically like, he bought it for me on PlayStation, and then we loaded up a world, and he put it on max difficulty, and then just ran away from me, and was like, "Good luck," and I'm like, "Thanks." And he was just going and slaying everything, and while I'm like trying to learn how to bridge down into the lava to pick up items, and like just dying over and over again, and he's just like, "All right, I killed this boss, I killed that boss. Here's you some gear," da, 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 and I'm just like, "Thank you for helping." He's like, "Yeah, no problem." I'm like, "Dude, you're a fucking dick." So, okay, for starters though, the SAO games, oh, I
Listen, I know if I
if you are
start,
playing any of this stuff, I'm gonna say this right now. If you were
I
playing
have to
any of this
stream it.
stuff, you're streaming it while I'm whapping, right? Like, this is going to be our thing, because my God, are they so good? And the Fatal Bullet, the true ending takes like 30 hours post game to grind out. So it is something where you just have to grind, and it is very sad that it's something that you have to grind and you just can't naturally get it. But it took me like 30 hours post final boss of just doing mission, because the way to get it is have every companion max leveled, have every companion max friendship, and I'm like, really, like. So I grind it out. It just post fucking game. And back then, I don't know if they changed it, but back then the way to grind out your companions was go into a mission and get down so that they pick you up, and get down, and then they pick you up, and then get down, and it was literally just
Yeah, the old way was get to like the little corridor before the final like boss room and let the snipers just snipe you and let your team revive you and just repeat it.
yeah, yep, and just repeat it until their friendship levels up. And the moment their friendship levels up, you have to kill the boss once for their friendship to stay in place. And then you had to go through, and it was like 10 levels of friendship and like 100 levels per character.
Yeah, so the thing is they nerfed the EXP in half.
Oh, so you don't have that much to grind?
No, as in like you earn half as less from them reviving you.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it takes longer doing that method, but you can still do it.
Yeah, I did every single side quest, every single like quest, and every time I max leveled one or max friendship to one, I transferred them out. And even doing everything in the game, I couldn't get their max friendship, so I had to go and start grinding, down, pick up for fucking hours. Because it's like, it's not even just down and then they immediately go to pick you up. You have to call for them to pick you.
Oh yeah, and if it makes anything better for you, I own Hollow Realization, or not Hollow Realization, Hollow Fragment, and Fatal Bullet on PC. Every other game I own is on my Switch.
Oh.
But they were all gifted to me on the Switch, as in like.
Yeah, like all the SEO games.
And they don't run that well on the Switch. Let's be real.
They don't. No.
If I'm playing them, it's
on
PC. It'll be.
That's like running SAO games on fucking PlayStation 3. Like. That's what the Switch is capable of. Hear me out.
Fatal Bullet on Switch though is okay. The rest are shit.
Well, I think Fatal Bullet has
Fatal Bullet on Switch has insane auto assist, like to help you if you're playing with just.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think Fatal Bullet has less clutter going around though. Whereas like,
there's a few enemies here and there, and there's not a lot of attacks going on. It's only once they're in combat and you see this stuff. Whereas in the other one, there's so much like terrain.
You're flying around in some of them, like. Dude, there's just so much shit on the screens. Like, whereas Fatal Bullet, it's just kind of like they did it on purpose, right? Because the anime said that it was a very metal punk area with, like, they basically just that's it. Like, there's like some terrain, but there's mostly just buildings, and it's very easy to render buildings compared to every blade of grass on, like.
I just don't look forward to playing the SAO games because I remember how much of a grind Hollow Fragment is.
Which one is that? Is that the first one?
The very, very first one they came out with, where you're going through
I will say,
fragmented world.
Yes, I will say, Hollow Fragment took me 176 hours to full platinum. The first playthrough took me 100 hours. I was fucking distraught during my first playthrough, so it was bad. But if you're not like, if you're going to 100% it, it's one thing. But if you're just going to enjoy the story and like the side quests or whatever, I read all the side quests. I read like I did everything. So
You did all the pillow talk, I assume.
yeah, yeah. Oh, dude, the pillow talk was nice actually. You're gonna do some of the pillow talk, but like the pillow talk was nice. It was actually kind of nice. And the way they introduced all the characters, um, in that game was kind of weird, right? Because they were like, "Oh look, here's Leafa, your sister."
He fell
An
from
SAO.
the sky.
Yeah.
What?
She put on the nerve gear and it had your SAO installed and just appeared in here in the middle of the game after we killed Heathcliff. Yeah, we don't know
Damn.
how.
How did the nerve gear get taken off of you?
Yeah,
Hmm.
literally, because they said it's his nerve gear. It's like,
If it gets taken off of you, you die.
die.
Hmm.
Wow, you're a cheater. So yeah, it was very weird to see how some of the characters were introduced. Like I think Xenon is actually in the first one as well. Our beautiful gun girl.
Yeah, she's in it
Fuck.
as well. Same with Yuki.
But okay, Xenon and Yuki had a realistic approach to it because they said they got trapped in the game as well, and you know, blah 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 blah. Blah. I know they had to differ from the anime and the manga and everything.
Listen, Yuki said she was in she was in the SAO world as well in the anime. She said she was
Yeah,
in there for
yeah.
a little bit.
Yep.
Sinon never was, but they made an excuse to say she was in the game.
Yeah, and that's because of the fan service.
They basically Death Gun convinced her to play the guy who became
Yes.
Death Gun, and then she
Yep.
tried it out, and that was the storyline.
Yeah, that was. I mean, which is a fine story. Like, I love that it differs just enough to where that it's a new story, right? Because like, if I was just playing the anime, I would feel like it was a waste of money. Hi, Rena.
All right, on the count of 3, we have to run. 1.
3.
Oh no! Too soon.
Hey guys. How you
What's
doing?
up? Hi,
Good
Rena.
morning.
Well-
I think we both kind of knew what was happening immediately.
We ran circles. We're back at point 1.
Oh, dude, if we ran circles, we gotta go all the way down to the AFK back up.
Nah, I got you. We go hop in the other server and then come back. Actually,
Oh,
the other 2
true.
servers.
Which other one?
I sent you mine, and you have the lethal one.
Oh yeah, true. True.
Yeah, we can just double, jump, totally.
Love you, Rena. Love you, Rena.
So-
But
so Rena,
but you know, like if you
how
if you
was
do
sleep?
yeah, how was sleep? But if you do the SEO games, I need you to play that here. Cause I need to see that pillow talk again. It actually made me fucking enjoy Asuna for 2 seconds. But then I was
Yep.
back on the Simon bandwagon because she
You know
was
what?
in the
I
game.
played through all of Hollow Fragment without knowing how to use the weapon crafting at Lisbeth's store.
What?
I don't know how to upgrade weapons.
Zach,
I played with just the boss
I'm gonna
drop.
smack the shit out of you.
I was
What?
over leveled when I played through it to where I stopped playing. I was just so strong that nothing could do.
Okay. You said you played Lost Song a bunch, right?
I-
Did you get all of the?
I
did you get all
platinum
the hidden
trophied
characters?
Lost Song and I platinum
Okay.
trophied SAO versus Excel World. I got all the hidden characters,
Okay,
did all the
okay,
DLC,
okay.
maxed out every character, maxed out all their best
Yeah,
weapons
okay.
and stuff.
What was your favorite character in Lost Song to play as? And
In
why?
Lost Song,
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You can describe them, and I'll know who they are.
No, I know who the character is. I
Renon?
just can't. I'm trying to. Is that the character?
Duel. She's Duel.
One moment.
She
I'm
was the
actually
Duel.
I'm searching up the actual like characters that were in the game, so I like
Yeah.
remember. All right, I remember now.
Who?
I remember.
Give me a name.
All right. So I forget, was she playable in this one or was it in the next one?
Rain?
7.
Oh yeah. That was my favorite character too. She was the
Everyone else is like, oh, it's Rain, is this or that, and I'm like, you know,
Nah,
out of
it's
everyone I
Seven.
played,
She was the mage.
7 was the most
mage.
like
She was the
7
mage.
was the most fun, and then
Dude.
Sumeragi was the second most.
Dude.
Now I understand Black Lotus was just busted, and that's why we don't talk about this one.
We don't talk about Black Lotus. She
Yeah.
was only playable after SAL versus XL World came out.
Yep.
So
afterwards.
she didn't count for any of the achievements. So we don't really talk about her.
No,
Because when she came out, she literally, you got her to max level 1000, and then you max leveled her weapon, and you beat game. That was it. End of story. You could solo everything, regardless of the difficulty, and it was dog shit because it made characters like 7 useless, simply because 7 was a support, and during the meta before the Crossworld came out, the crossover came out, you needed 1 to 2 supports, 1 really beefy / damage dealer, and then a actual damage dealer in order to clear most of the content within time.
Like, it's to the point where half your teams were like literally 7,
7s.
and then it was like if you could have 2 7 if the other person didn't like playing, it was like 7, and like your next support was either like Sakuya or like Silica. Occasionally
I
you
will
had
say-
like occasionally people
No, not
did
Yui, sorry,
play
it was,
Lisbeth
Lisbeth was good.
or
Uh,
Alicia, but
Dude, what is her name?
what?
Was her name?
Straya,
No.
Filia, Sinon, Lisbeth,
She was
Yuka,
in-
Silica, Yui, Asuna, Lux.
It was Straya. Straya was like my second favorite character to play. I had to like go look at the names again. Yeah, I will say 7 was my favorite character. Straya was my second favorite character, and then after that, I think the only actual damage dealer that I took was Sinon. That was Sinon and Rain, and Rain was she was just better than Kirito in every way, shape, and form. It was very sad to know that she was better than Kirito in every way, shape, and form.
Yep.
Kirito had his OG skills, but Rain had his skills, plus her own skills, plus party buffs, plus she just outdamaged him in every aspect. And I was like, so I'm going to take a Kirito over a Rain? When? And I thought about it and I was like, never, because Kirito is only damage, and he doesn't even do like the damage that she does. And then a good Rain has a party buff, really high damaging skill, a defense down, and a stun. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna take a Rain. Sorry, man. Like, I'm gonna put those weapons that I made for Kirito and max the fuck out. I'm gonna put that Excalibur on Rain.
You know, when I played through it, I did one co-op quest for the first time after I completed the main story against the highest boss, because I was just clicking buttons because I was like just trying to see what the stuff was. Got Excalibur my first drop, and I was questioning myself.
You
like,
some bitch!
Excalibur +2.
Hey! What?
Not even not even default or +1, but it was an Excalibur +2.
You
And that was my
some
very first drop before I even
bitch.
unlocked any of the secret shit. And I was like,
Bro.
goddamn.
gonna cry. I farmed that game so much to get my slurs.
You know how
And
hard
then
it
at the end of the day, I didn't even use Rain or Kirito. I used Excalibur on the characters that had one-handed plus shield.
Yep.
Because for some reason in that game, it's not a two-handed sword, it's a one-handed sword. Even though it's supposed to be two two-handed swords that Kirito wields in one hand each.
Although when the sequel did come out, I was definitely playing, and I hate to say it, quite a lot of Rain and Lux.
For the sequel, you mean
SAO vs Excel World, which was the sequel to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Excel World characters made it too easy,
yeah, they did.
so I ignored them. I've only played the SAO ones. I know shit hit the fan. You pulled out, you know, Black Lotus.
Yeah, whenever shit hit the fan and it was something that you physically couldn't do, you just pulled out Black Lotus. Yeah, because your main attackers were like Black Lotus. Like she was the main attacker in almost every single, like, in every comp, you know? Oh yeah, that's right. You were able to use Heathcliff
Yep.
in SAO versus Excel World. I'm looking at all the characters. That's right, because he was the big tank. He was my man. He's what I used all the time, even though he was fucking dog shit. He's what I used.
The rank 1 Kanan KMS just had his entire burst eaten by Extreme Lotus's White Shield in P1.
Oh my god, that's right. Philia.
Yep.
Philia was like one of my favorite characters. Was she in? I don't think she was in SAO.
She was
Boisson.
in,
No, she was.
but different
But
playstyle.
her playstyle was dog shit in SAO Boisson. But then she came back in GGO as well. The Fatal Bullet, Philia, I believe she was in there. Let me double check. Fatal Bullet characters. Yeah, dude, because Philia's hot. Oh, dude, Philia's hot. Oh my god, give me the characters. I don't care about the endings, motherfucker.
You do know if you go to Hollow Fragments on Steam and you scroll down on like the original page goes community content, and the first thing you see is Pillow Talk Asuna, and second thing you see is Pillow Talk Philia. Just so you know.
In a way.
And then it's Pillow Talk Silica.
Ain't no way.
Yes, that's the order it shows.
Let me see. Community. Let me find this shit.
Like, not even
oh
community.
my
like,
god, I don't care about the sound.
Like when you're on the main like Steam page, like in your library, you just scroll down and it shows them in that order.
Oh, it's not in my library, so.
Oh, let me show you.
It's in the store. Let me see that.
Do not
So what
look
games
right
are we downloading right now?
Oh, that's just downloaded, but
Yeah.
So you see when I scroll down, right? So you're like,
Yeah. Dude. Oh my god.
but no, like, if you there's your first, right?
Yeah, there's Asuna.
Now, if I continue scrolling down, right, it's whatever, it's whatever. Look on the right side of the screen here.
I know.
Just keep looking on the right side.
I know.
And then if you now
Dude,
now
that's 'cause
the next
that
the next
Noel-
one's on the left.
Oh my god, Zach. So Zach, here was the thing.
This is all it shows.
I completely forgot about Philia as a character, right? She was, in fact, my favorite character in all of the games. In Lost Song, she had a dog shit playstyle, though. I'm not going to lie to you. Because you said Pillow Talk her, and I was like, that's right, she was in all of them.
I love when Rena don't look, and then Rena proceeds to look at my stream box.
I know.
What? What did you see, Retta? What did you see, huh?
You seen me fantasizing? Oh, man.
I get it. I get it. Retta wants me to download this and stream it.
Dude, okay. I love that. I'm gonna need that, Zach. Monica is best girl. Sorry.
Or you know, I got Five Nights at Freddy's sitting here.
Hey? Wait, do you have the the DDLC Plus?
I've not even launched this.
Is this the Plus version?
This is the default. I have access to the Plus on my friend's account that I
Yeah.
share off of.
So I need to do a playthrough of DDLC Plus because apparently they change a bunch of scenes. Like a fuck ton of the scenes get changed, and nobody told me about this until recently. Rainbow Six Siege buggers.
I have a bunch of random games sitting here, you know.
Dude, Philia, man, now you gotta re-jog my
Wait.
brain.
Where's? I think there's one game that a friend bought me that I never played.
Rust.
No, I bought that myself. Oh, I'm never playing this game ever again.
Where am I
I put
at?
I put
Oh,
100 and
you could look at my character icon. Oh no, it's over there on the friends who have played.
191 hours. So I need you to understand, I was 107 hours in the first like week and a half, and then my character got corrupted from solo play.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't
I never
not-
had my character get corrupted.
Yeah, I got corrupted in solo play and I quit.
I'm at 46 out of 52 achievements on that game as well. But I put in 150 hours within the first 2 weeks, and I was slamming and jamming all the content. And then I just recently bought the DLC like a year ago because there was apparently a DLC, and I mean it went on sale for like $10. So I bought the DLC, and I did a playthrough of the DLC, which literally only took me 5 hours, and then I grinded out some of the DLC, and I was like, never playing it again.
All I'm gonna tell you is I was a pyromancer when the game first came out, when they were the weakest class of the three, and I was doing the end of the world, difficulty 15.
I was a trickster.
Duo with a buddy, and it was the most painful thing ever. And then when I lost all my progress, all my exotic
doing it
weapons were on that character.
Yep.
So I lost
I,
everything, and I had
was
to
a
go make a
trickster
new one,
main.
and I gave up. I was like, not worth
I
it.
was a trickster main until the Technomancer, like, until I played Technomancer, I should say, because I was a trickster main for like the first 60 to 70 hours, and then I played Technomancer, and I went from not being able to do the max difficulty on my trickster to going onto my Technomancer, and within literally 10 hours being able to do max difficulty on Technomancer, and I was like, blighted rounds are OP. Like, blighted rounds are fucking OP. And nobody could tell me otherwise. And I was using the, like, I had that entire build. Like, the blue weapon from when you start the game. I had the fucking, like, I had that entire build set up. And I was soloing everything max. And me and my buddy were duoing. And it was not even a struggle of doing that little end of the world thing. Like, we were duoing it without even fucking thinking about it. We were just naturally doing it. And he's like, why are you so strong? I'm like, dude, this Technomancer build is fucking nuts. I hate it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna use it until it's gone. And then even when it's gone, I'm gonna use it if it's viable.
Yep.
Just because it makes the game easy. And then I made one of the, because I made a Pyromancer, got it to max level. Fucking hated Pyromancer. Then I made a fucking, the tank guy, Devastator, I think is what he's called. Got him max level. I loved playing with him. But there was no need for a tank in the video game. So it felt really odd. You know what I mean? Like, he was the only class that didn't have a bullet affecting skill. And he dealt in bleed. It just felt like shit. You know? So yeah. That was my extension of that fucking game.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I would have played it longer if I did not get screwed over by my character being corrupted and losing all my exotics on my character and them saying they can't do anything for me. I
The
told
one
them,
character I got corrupted was my Pyromancer that I didn't have anything on actually.
you're gonna love this stuff. So I sent a ticket to them, right? I'm like, hey, so my character got, I was one of the first people who got hit with the stupid corruption issue, right?
Yeah.
And I was just doing like, solo by myself or like duo with my friend online. I got corrupted after solo. And so I sit there, I get corrupted after doing a solo mission by myself on difficulty 9, and I'm like, fuck this. I send the ticket to Square Enix because they're the ones who were doing the tickets for it at the time, and I'm like, hey, my character got, corrupted. I'm unable to log in, and it keeps kicking me back to the main screen when I log into the character because he's fully dead. And then they made the announcement about it, and I'm like, can you at least if the issue is something I do with my gear being corrupted, can you just delete all the
Take it
gear
off.
off the character and just let me log back in? I can buy stuff from the vendor to keep grinding.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, that's not something we can do. We have to fully go and monitor all this, your data on the server and see if there's what the issue is. So we can't touch anything involving the Pyromancer until we have a solution.
You know what their solution was?
To wait literally 6 months and give everyone all their gear back exactly the way it was with max rolls.
No.
So
Their immediate solution was they gave you a max level character. That's what they did.
They never gave me the max level
1 month
character.
later. No, it took a month. It took a month, but their immediate solution, 1 month later, immediate, right, was to give a max level character. That's it.
Also,
I thought that was fucking dog shit. I mean, I got a max
you
level.
want to know the biggest bullshit of all it was? I had a video showcasing all the gear for my build because I sent it to a friend with all my stat rolls on all my items, right?
Yep.
When I got the compensation and I logged back in to see my character and I had all my gear, none of the stat rolls were what I had rolled on the stat lines. Like, my substats weren't what they actually should be. So I sent a ticket in telling them, you guys gave me the wrong gear. And they kept arguing they gave me the correct gear, even though I showed them a video of my last build of what I was wearing, because I never got any upgrades. So my entire build, I had all these pieces with shitty fucking substats on it now that were maxed out completely, and it was like,
It's
you
almost
wanted,
like
you
it
gave
took
me it
6
back.
months for you to get
you-
that.
It's like you gave me it back after 6 months, and you handed me the stuff. But instead of giving me a bag of Starbursts, you gave me only the pink ones. And then when I complained about only getting pink Starbursts in my variety bag, you smacked me across the face and told me to go across the street and see if I care then. That's what happened. So I'm not playing that game.
Yeah.
I'm super upset about that. And whenever anyone has ever brought up, oh, do you play Outriders? I see you have 100 hours on that game. Do you still play it? I
Fuck
bitched them
no.
out for it on the spot.
Fuck no. I would never ask somebody to play Outriders again after playing it for 200 hours, well, pretty much 200
After
hours.
how they treated the player base, I'll never recommend it either.
Yeah, you know what's fucked up? Most of my hours were put in before or during the issues, but not when there was a solution. But the solution came out a month later, and it was a temporary solution. And then they didn't even fix the stuff until 6 months later. It just and then my buddy was like, "Oh my god, Outriders, the DLC is on sale for $10." And then he offered to buy it for me, and then I bought it, and then he just paid me back. And I was like, "Put another 40 hours into the game," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm done." He's like, "You barely touched the game since." I'm like, "Dude, I already have my build completely done. If you ever need me to come in here and destroy shit for you, I can. However, I'm never re-downloading the game again. So do it now before I delete it." He's like, "Well, blah 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 blah." So.
But yeah, if you ever see me on that game, Lux, if you ever see my Steam account, load up the game Outriders. One of two things has happened. I've swapped places with myself from when Outriders first came out. Right?
Uh-huh.
and past me is in the future timeline playing the game on this account, okay? Or I'm dead
There's a Skinwalker.
and my cousin is on my account.
Oh God. I want to say a Skinwalker, right? I
I'm
think
not
I'm
gonna
right.
I'm not gonna say a Skinwalker.
I think I'm right.
You have
I
a
want to
better
say
chance of it.
Skinwalker.
You have a better chance of it being a fucking Ditto from Pokemon playing instead of me.
Same difference. Skinwalker. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say Skinwalker. Skinwalker that seen that you had 190 or 100 something hours into this and realizes that it's supposed to be the game that you're playing,
I mean,
even without looking at your Destiny time and
it's
realizing
the
that
same
that should be the game
thing.
that you're gonna play.
If you see me on Sea of Thieves, it's probably because I either got extremely bored or I literally have amnesia. I literally only played 11 hours of Sea of Thieves because like my friends bought it for me, and they wanted me to play with them. We played for 11 hours, and they never talked to me again about the game. Brenna, I understand there's something about like, you know, worrying amount of hours on some games, right? Um, it doesn't show here on Steam because of, you know, PlayStation games, right? But I have a Call of Duty title on PlayStation that I have 384 in-game days played, not including time spent in the menus.
Dude, that reminds me of my Black Ops days.
So during Modern Warfare 3 Lux, I got it when it came out as a kid. I would go to school. So for me, school was like, you know, 8 a.m. till 3:30 in the afternoon, right? Like back in elementary school. I'd come home from elementary school. From 3:30 until dinner, I would play Modern Warfare 3. I'd eat dinner, hop back on, and then I would play from, we'll say like after dinner would be like what, 7? Because I normally eat around 6:30. So 7 until like 3 in the morning. Because I'd stay up playing in the middle of the night while my parents were asleep and they never knew because I just didn't speak a word. Right?
Yep.
And I accumulated 310 days of playtime within the first year of its release. And then because I didn't get Black Ops 2 until
That's crazy.
Christmas,
Insane.
I managed to get the last like amount of hours between Black Ops 2 release and Christmas to get the 365 plus days on the game.
Bro, you know what's crazy? That is so me with Destiny 1.
That's how much as a kid I enjoyed that game. I was top 100 in the domination leaderboard as a kid.
Yeah, dude.
Just because I had enough
The
playtime to
fact
get the
that
score.
the fact that you and me have the same upbringing, right? Like when I was on PlayStation 2 all the way up until PS3, right? And PlayStation 2 was like Kingdom Hearts, all these random ass games. And then
Dragon
I got
Ball
a
Z.
PlayStation 3 and it was Call of Duty World at War, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And I played World at War for zombies. And then I tried the normal like multiplayer. I think I hit like max prestige or whatever the fuck it was. It was like prestige 10 in their multiplayer, and then I just played zombies on World at War. And I played Modern Warfare 2 for probably like 3 or 4,000 hours, just putting in time, like, you know, play Michael Myers sometimes, like it was silly shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, fucking quick scoping matches all the time. I don't know why that was like a huge thing growing up, but that was the biggest time sink, was just 1v1ing quick scope throwing knife only. Like, sheesh, it was so much time, right? And then whatchamacallit hit and fucking Black Ops 1 hit, and I did nothing but wagers. Like, I did nothing but wagers.
You were doing high
I
roller wagers.
Yep, I was.
One
I
in the
think
chamber.
oh, dude, one in the chamber was my shit. Like, that was my shit. And you know the funny part is, one in the chamber is mostly mind games. It's not if you can aim and shoot the person, right? It's a lot of mind games.
It's making them think that you have a bullet to shoot them with.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all it
all
was.
mind games. Now, mind you, let me be honest. When I did one in the chamber, I didn't shoot anybody. I just went and knifed people. I was that dumbass that would run around and just knife, and only really shoot if I knew the person had multiple bullets, right? Because you could see the kill feed as to who died by what, so you could definitely see if somebody had multiple bullets. But I only really shot if I knew the person had multiple bullets. But I was always like mind gaming, fucking dolphin diving randomly, just playing the game weirdly as fuck, just to throw people off, and then I'd run up and knife your ass. And then that happened for all of Black Ops 2. And then Modern Warfare 3 came out. I played it a little bit, or Black Ops 1, sorry. Modern Warfare 3 came out. I played it a little bit, and then I went back to Black Ops 1, and I just started playing zombies after Modern Warfare 3 came out. And I just spammed zombies until Black Ops 2 came out, and then from then it started the terror reign of I max prestiged 3 times by only playing one in the chamber. It was awful. Let me tell you. I spent so much time in one in the chamber. It was awful. But that was my favorite game mode. I played some hardcore search and destroy and whatnot, but like one in the chamber. That was my my favorite game mode. But Rena, if he plays SAO, we can get pillow talk time. I could get pillow talk. I mean he could. I mean I could get pillow talk time. My vote's already for SAO because he needs to finish these damn games. I finished all of them up to Alicization. He needs to finish them.
Everything I listed right out of the 4, the only game out of the 4 that I've actually ever beat before was Skyrim. I did the main quest in Skyrim. That's what I mean by beat.
Dude. But Zach, if you play Dark Souls 3, I will take some time out of my grind to play Dark Souls 3 with you.
No, the thing is, you have to grind, Lux. You need.
No, you can't make me.
I can make you.
You can't make me. Okay, fine. It's an SAO type of day, Zach. Just fucking load it up. I need to go get some. I need to go get some food from across the street, and then it's time to rise and grind. Even though I've already done a lap. It's time to rise and grind. I don't want it. I just want to level up faster, but I don't level up faster because I have to sit in these shitty maps.
I mean, Lux, if you keep it up, you're grinding the way you're doing it right now, you'll be 275 in less than 2 weeks.
I'll be 275 next week.
It says 12.9 days right now at a 770 bill estimate.
Yeah, but that was
That's including the 11th, where you got 734 bill.
I guess.
How much EXP I made.
No. Okay, maybe.
It does tell you the percentage on here if you really.
Well, he's banned. He's been banned before, so he can't go on anymore.
Oh, if he's been banned, I can't check that.
Zach, I want to play Dark Souls.
Listen. Listen here, do you want to play Dark Souls, or do you want to watch me fail to dodge, get upset, and beat myself up over it, and then get mad at the game and proceed to repeat the process over and over again?
Okay, only if it's SAO that I want to watch you do that. Because let's be honest, SAO is... Okay, the one that you downloaded was kind of hard.
Listen,
kind of hard.
It's not that it was hard, like, you had to, like, position your team correctly, and then you also, with the entire, like...
Is this the first one? The one that you downloaded?
Very first one. Yeah.
The very first one, your team didn't really help you.
It was mainly what you were doing, and then the fact that you had to sit through the hollow fragment section, like the fragmented world, that was just dreadfully long, and the enemies in there were way stronger than they needed to be. Like, if you chose to complete that side first to unlock Philly as a playable character, it made the, like, beginning, like the opening of the original area, like, really easy.
Yeah, so
Right.
here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. If you're playing that, we're going for Philia first.
I'm
We
gonna be
have
real.
to.
I want to get rid of that stupid fucking world because there's some good loot in there and some early good weapons
There
I just
is,
want to get.
and Philia comes out. Philia's with a dagger. She is nuts. She hits fucking hard until you get to late game, and then even in late game, she still hits hard, but she dies really fast.
Or
It's the issue of being an assassin type character.
I guess we add the fifth choice, Lux. I go put up my stream on Twitch and Discord, and I do some solo. What are we solo quota 10 speed runs for Lethal Company? And I try and get myself in the leaderboards, you know.
No, we can do that another day. Today I'm feeling SAO, but it's all what Rena says. But Rena's not gonna say anything.
I mean, Rena, her initial thing was SA over Skyrim type of day, I think, I feel. That was her initial quote.
Why not play some trash free-to-play game on Steam? She says. Alright, well, no matter what happens, I'm gonna go across the street. I need to go get some food. I need to get me some, like, chips or something to tide me over. Like, actual food, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Let me check how much money I have. Oh, why do I have to keep clicking the remember this device button? That is so silly. Alright. I'll be right back. Across the street.
one to say welcome back. That's great. I'm kidding. Kidding. I just want attention right now. What has Zach decided to do? So I know if I'm gonna watch it. Thank you, Renna. Did Zach say he was gonna be RB, Renna? Zach! I sound like a fucking crazy guy in my apartment right now. Daddy! No, I'm kidding. Oh, God, no. Wait for an MVP to pop. When the MVP pops. Yeah, I love you. Yes! Oh my God, yes! Zach, I might finish me off, brother. You don't have a controller, do you?
No.
I know this game is a lot easier on controller.
But that can also be changed very easily. Plus, the controls don't seem that